conclude this because of so many presenters are waiting for the morning onwards. Okay, thank you.
Good evening, everybody. My topic is the art attack, fostering creativity and people learning, integrating art into classroom. From past 1 hour, actually we were literally integrating art into learning, and it's very apt to my subject. Wherein, I'm talking about encouraging, enhancing or inspiring creativity. This paper of mine discusses about case studies, assessment methods, theoretical framework, benefits and practical strategies. I'm not going to deal with all other things, but as the time is very less, I'll be talking about only one case study which I have done with my students regarding how we have integrated art into education and help those students.
Vasudha Garu, PPT is there.
The integration of dance into one student named Master Satvik learning routine led to observable improvements. His motor control improved significantly and cessation of hand tremors during dance was milestone in his progress. This case undergoes the potential of art integrated learning to address both educational and health challenges to him, and he has been confident and he is improving his confidence levels in academics as well as sports. Dance was selected as the form of art integration due to its ability to engage the body and mind, promoting motor skills and emotional expression. We have noticed that there was a lot of change in his hand movements and motor skills. Scientific base of this is research supports the use of dance as a theory tool for neurological conditions. It aids in improving motor functions, enhancing emotional regulation and reducing anxiety. In his case, in Satvik's case, dance was facilitated neuroplasticity, helping his brain adapt and reduce the symptoms of his condition. What we observed in him is enhanced his engagement and there was a lot of motivation in him. Developed the critical thinking and problem solving skills using these skills. Using dance form as a tool, foster and deeper understanding of academic concepts. He was ready to accept whatever his teachers were telling and he was ready to write very speedily. Art-based research explores art role in knowledge construction. The benefits of art integration, it improves your academic achievement, enhance creativity and self-expression, increase student motivation and engagement simultaneously. And if we practice these kind of things in our regular curriculum and in our syllabus and in our classrooms, we can definitely have the impact on students' lives, wherein they get lot of confidence in them, where they don't have confidence of coming onto the stage or any related such kind of things. Once you inculcate art into them, any form of art, it definitely helps them in improving their academic career, not only academic career but also emotional levels, emotional stability, academic performance and all those things. Conclusion, the success of art integration learning in this case demonstrates the transformative power of the integrated arts in education. And various rubrics we have used is portfolio and self-evaluation, and my conclusion is integrating art into classroom offers a powerful tool for enhancing student learning and engagement. By embracing arts, creativity, potential educators can foster deeper understanding, critical thinking and academic achievement. Art helps us see invisible, hear the silence and feel the intangible. Thank you very much. I have completed in 3 minutes.
Thank you for that, madam. Actually, it's a nice presentation, and next presenter is Roshini Sahil madam. And Vasudha madam focused on a case study that is about Satvik and how art can lead to development of holistic development. See, it is an unfortunate thing that we have neglected our pedagogies, what we are coming through ages. So now, because of this NEP, we are focusing on art integrated education now. It's a fortunate thing. And let us go for next presenter, Dr. Rohini Sahil madam. Yeah, please concluding within 3 minutes. Thank you.
Good evening to all. My title is Role of Indian Knowledge System within the National Education Policy 2020 Framework for Special Education. Insights from Special Educators. The National Education Policy emphasizes the importance of inclusivity, making the integration of Indian knowledge system a pivotal element in reshaping special education to better serve students with disabilities. This study investigates special educators' awareness of IKS and the challenges they encounter in implementing IKS-based practices. A survey of 121 randomly selected special educators was conducted utilizing scales and tests to measure awareness of IKS and the challenges faced on its implementation. Data were analyzed using statistical methods and the result revealed that special educators had low awareness of IKS and faced significant challenges in integrating this system into their teaching practices. And a strong negative correlation was found between awareness of IKS and the challenges faced, indicating that greater awareness significantly reduced the difficulties encountered in implementation. The study emphasized the need for improved teacher training programs, better resource allocation, and the integration of IKS strategies into special education curricula. These efforts are crucial to support special educators in adopting IKS and fostering an inclusive educational environment that caters to the diverse needs of students with disabilities. The findings provide valuable insights that could guide future policies and practice in creating a more inclusive and culturally enriched special education system. Thank you.
My God.
Thank you, madam, for that concise and brief presentation, Roshini Sahil, madam. Next presenter is Noor Ududa, madam. Yeah, madam has done her study on special educators, their awareness levels on IKS, and it is up to now. Actually, whenever we talk about the special education, no, we look for the Western insights. But now, madam has given some insight that IKS, if integrated with the special education, then definitely it will lead to empowerment of our special needs children. Thank you, ma'am, for that. Now, Noor Ududa, madam. Go on.
Assistant Professor from Colorado College of Education. My topic here I am going to discuss about ancient Indian philosophy, a timeless framework for achieving sustainable development goals. So we are talking about SDGs. We know there are 17 SDGs. I am not going to the history of it. But basic thing which I wanted to study is the correlation between the ancient practices and historical evolution and modern implementation and future vision. So here we can find that the concept of dana, and which is, we are talking about the SDG 1, which is moving away from the poverty. So we can find that that was the practice in the ancient times, which we can see, which was, now the SDGs have made, but it was already practiced. That we have to understand from the ancient knowledge that it is a part of our culture. And we have also seen that when it comes to agriculture, we can find that Vedic agriculture has the concept of crop rotation, mixed cropping, natural fertilizers and water conservation, which we have been seeing since morning. Apart from that, when we are talking about global well-being as one of the SDG, we can find that Ayurveda is one of the concepts or one of the knowledge that we have, but we haven't realized it till now. But that realization we need to work upon. That is what I believe that when we are talking in the context of IKS, I believe that this has to become universal in nature. That is what we have to incorporate this ancient wisdom with the traditional practices so that we can have modern integration with a proper future vision. When we are talking about future vision, we also have to work upon global environmental policies which has to be inspired by the IKS so that we can evolve, we can model the universe. So there are certain recommendations from my study because it was a review paper. The first thing I want to talk about is bridging ancient wisdom and modern challenges. As we all know, and basically this study which I have done, where I wanted to see that we have to create a meaningful dialogue between the ancient Indian philosophy, the tradition which we have, so that we can incorporate both in the contemporary era. So we can provide certain practices which can increase the practices so that the innovations can be incorporated with the cultural resonance. We need to work upon that. And the second thing which I have given emphasis is enhancing academic discourse. In here we can see that we need to provide certain alternative approaches, as we have seen since morning so many approaches. So those approaches can be incorporated in order to make it more interdisciplinary in nature, and we can converse this idea of sustainable development. So today we have to make an education which has to be sustainable. That is what the second recommendation I will give. And we also have to work upon informing policies and practices, wherein we have to work upon policy making so that we can have integrated traditional knowledge, wherein we can develop these strategies so that we can resonate the policies and the communities. And the last, I will conclude by saying that empowering community initiatives, because without which it is not possible. We have to work collaboratively with diversity. If we welcome diversity, it will give you more success. So that is what I conclude my today's presentation by saying that we are practicing SDGs, but we have to work upon it now. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Noor Huda madam, for your crispy presentation. And next presenter is Dr. B. Ramakrishna. Noor Huda madam focused on SDG goals. Actually, there is a saying in our tradition that Manava Seve, Madhava Seva. This Manava Seve, Madhava Seva roots are there in Isha Upanishad. If you look into the Isha Upanishad, that Manav Seva, Madhava Seva roots come in, and what we are focusing on SDG goals, that is only SDG 1 it is. Yeah. Now Dr. B. Ramakrishna sir, go on.
Good evening all of you. Respected sirs and on the dais and off the dais. It's myself B. Ramakrishna, the Vice Principal, DVM College of Education, Ahmed, Nalgonda. My topic, revival and interpretation of epistemological roots of Indian knowledge system in the modern era. This article, with especially on revival and interpretation of epistemological roots of Indian knowledge system in the modern era. The Indian epistemology, various schools of the roots, including Advaita, Vedanta, Buddhism, Jainism, and Sankhya, each defines a knowledge and with ethics, assignments, and spiritual knowledge system in Indian knowledge system. The roots of balancing prevention of depressions in knowledge with the students and pupils, and get the collaborative researchers and traditional scholars and modernization, fast innovation, epistemological system. The Indian knowledge system of rich and diverse with philosophical, scientific and aesthetic strengths and research in the new era. The revival of industrial, the themes, particularly the modernization of intellectual courses in the Indian knowledge system and interpretation, common epistemological rules. The knowledge will increase the students and the educational system, especially the B.Ed and M.Ed college students. The revealed interpretation of the epistemological rules in knowledge, in the interpersonal and examinations and assessments, internals, knowledge and the philosophical and psychological development and the students. The globalization, the parameters, in so many parameters is there in globalization epistemological system. This holistical understanding and interdisciplinary approaches closely movement they wish to develop in the students. The digital globalization competition, the epistemological roots in the IKS, a system of educational movements. They conclude with the challenges applications of Indian knowledge system, the research and implementation, the educational encouragement of the students, especially the contribution of IKS, the various disciplinary, the medicinal, environmental, philosophical, educational system that developed in the students, the increase of the IKS and the more sectors. They conclude the 2 minutes of my talk. Thanks for giving the opportunity.
Thank you, Ramakrishna sir. And next presenter is Vishnu Priya ma'am. Vishnu Priya. I like this title, Ramakrishna sir title, because epistemological views of ancient India and its revival now. So looking to it, why most of the religions born east side, not west side, and why all religions have a place in India, how much diversified we are in our views, and how much love we show for the different views, that we come to know if we look into it, this question. Okay, next, Mr. Priya.
Good evening, respected dignitaries on the dais and off the dais. It's been very privileged for me in between to share a few words about the work that is done on the occasion of integrated Indian knowledge systems with contemporary cognitive development theories. A comparative analysis have been done. So, as we know that NEP 2020 speaks of equal since morning, we have been listening from many distinguished dignitaries over here. Education in India, tradition of IKS to the curriculum, and in this way, more culturally relevant educational design would be expected. So, majorly, my purpose of study today is on exploration of integration of IKS effectively with the modern theories of cognitive development. And holistic understanding of cognition needs to be studied holistically by integrating IKS with the modern theories of cognitive development. And to bridge the cultural gaps, augmenting non-Western perspectives in cognitive development, thus nourishing a more inclusive educational practices. So these are my major perspectives, and data collection has been done through textual analysis. A data familiarization has been done and successfully established a framework. So as Sir said, is there, I just want to quickly review on the establishment of what framework I have done for the study. So on the after data familiarization, I have come to establishment of a comparative analysis framework. So the major things that I have identified is IKS argues the development of rationality is a continuous process. The modern theory is advocate for lifelong learning models, whereas articulation of mental, affective and spiritual dimensions, while modern theories tend more towards the shattering of rational abilities, whereas IKS is articulating overall development, that is holistic development of the children. Now IKS is emphasizing a holistic environment for reflective and intuitive learning, while contemporary theories are targeting on only skill development. IKS has a principle of mindfulness that improves cognitive engagement. The latest theories are emphasizing on managing the cognitive load, as we know from cognitive load theory also. Now, IKS is emphasizing community management, community engagement, mentorship, and cultural transmission. Contemporary theories are emphasizing on social learning mechanisms, but there is no proper social interaction. In fact, we know that most of our so-called people are unable to interact socially. Well, we know through this. IKS is based upon the knowledge put into words by human traditions that possess culture and philosophy. Modern theories are focusing only on general principles. IKS is arguing that development should not be done rationally. So my major results are IKS should refer
Interconnectiveness of cognitive, affective and spiritual influences. This is quite opposite to the prevailing reductionistic paradigms in mainstream approaches. Continuous growth should be there. This is only possible through IKS. Why? Because so-called modern theories are only stage-specific development processes. It occurs through life cycle of a human being. So IKS is a wonderful experience, and it is an omnipresent experience that every human being have in their life cycle. The contemporary theories are proposing that these are only the stages of cognitive development. Cultural setting, coming to the cultural setting, I strongly recommend that IKS is on Indian knowledge system is on cultural practices. The role of community as well as cultural setting has been recognized in the cognitive development. I would like to conclude with a quote. उद्यमेन हि सिद्ध्यन्ति कार्याणि न मनोरथै नाहि स्तुप्तस्य सिंहस्य प्रविशन्ति मुख्यमृगा. This means success in task is achieved only through effort. Why? Because whatever the integrating Indian knowledge systems with contemporary cognitive development theories has very little empirical evidence. If the so-called scholars and many people who are eminent personalities in this field, if they can do some empirical evidences for this contemporary integration of contemporary cognitive development theories into Indian knowledge system, we would be more successful. Why? Because results come only from active striving but not by passive reading. We know that. Thank you for giving me this
Congratulations.
opportunity.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for coming.
Thank you, Vishnupriya madam. Next presenter is Aruna. Vishnupriya madam, your area of research is IKS and cognitive development, and I am happy to put into your notice that here one expert, he is working as assistant professor. He is my colleague in Central East of Karnataka. He is also having the same area of interest. And you know, cognitive development in our Einstein system, we follow this Panchakosha system. As per this Panchakosha system, the cognitive development relates to only Vijnanamaya Kosha. If it is a skill development, it is Annamaya Kosha. The all three other aspects are being neglected. So we need to focus on that. Thank you for your insights. Now let us go to the next presentation. Is Aruna.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Aruna. Today my topic is about temple construction and Agama Shastra scientific outlook temple knowledge. What is meant by Agama Shastra and how it is helpful in construction of temple. Agama Shastra is a collection of ideas that lay down for the rules for worship, temple building, spirituality and rituals. And Agama literally means tradition and refers to perspectives and doctrines. With the help of this Shastra only, in olden days temples are constructed. Agama Shastra scientific outlook temple knowledge. Generally temple consists of 4 parts. One is Garbhagriha, Shikara, Kalasa and Mandapa. According to this Agama Shastra only, temples are constructed. The pilgrimage has 3 essential places. First one is Sthala, Rita and Murti. Sthala means place for a temple. How to select a particular place to construct a temple. Next, Tirtha. Tirtha means temple tank. The water that is available near the specific places. Murti means idol. Sthala. While selecting the Sthala, water resources like lakes, rivers or seashores, it should be there. And which type of ground it should be there, we should select, and location is water should be flowed. Next is Tirtha. Tirtha means temple tanks. Murti. Murti means it is the idol. Idol will be materials. It is made up of marbles, wood and metals. Site should be selected before the construction. And idol expression. While seeing that idol, we should get some joy, knowledge and harmony in us. Temple architecture and geometry. How this temple architecture is related to scientific outlook. Basic elements in the Hindu temples are
Kaisar Banu.
Mandapa and
Kaisar Banu tarvata online.
Vibrations and sounds. Vibration sounds means while chanting the mantras, it will create positive thinking, positive abilities in our And psychological perspective or philosophical perspective. Basics of life Panchabhutas. Generally in temples we see bell. Bell is for sound. It is physical element is air. Jyoti is light, fire. Ashwan means health and water. Coconut vegetation. Coconut represented as earth. Kalash means container. It represented space. What are the healing properties? While we visit temples, without knowing ourselves, there will be some healing properties, physically and mentally. The use of certain herbs, oils and flowers in the temple lectures has scientifically known some medical properties. The prasadas which we receive in our temples, it creates some positive thinking in ourselves. Temple as a body of deity. Temple generally legs in human body is represented as pillars of the temple. The body is like the shrine where devotees of God lives. The head is like a gold crowded by the thoughts of the God. By this I would like to conclude that Agama Shastra plays an important during the temple construction which gives positive vibrations in our psychological, physically or spiritually. Thank you.
Thank you, Aruna madam. Next presenter is Kaishar Banu.
So, Dr. Pratigna Garu, be ready please. After the Kaisar Banu, you will be given
Yeah, Aruna
opportunity,
ma'am,
okay? Right, be ready.
thrown light on Agama Shastra, we all know that our temple architecture is not well studied, and if you go to any area, the specific area, specific architecture we can see, Gopura Shaili, Vesara Shaili, and all this, if we study, if we go to this Tanjavur area, it is a treasure, for us to know so many things. Thank you, ma'am, for that. Let us go for another presenter, that is Kaisar Banu.
Yes, thank you, sir. Warm greetings to the chairperson and the August gathering. I am Kaisar Banu, Faculty of English at St. Anne's College of Education, and my research paper talks about the exploration of Rasa theory, Alankara theory, and Rasa theory, Alankara theory, and Dhvani theory in My Mother, written by Rabindranath Tagore, a critical analysis. Since I deal with the pedagogy of English, and we have incorporated the classical Indian literature theories into teaching of English. The Rasa theory talks about 8 rasas. When we see an art, okay, the emotions that is evoked and that connects the connection with the reader is the Navarasas. In the poem, which is written by Rabindranath Tagore, who is a Vishwa Guru and a Vishwa Guru and Vishwa Kavi, he has written a beautiful poem. In this poem, we could evoke the sense of Shanta, Vatsalya Rasa, that is the maternal love, and also Shanta, that is peace, as well as a compassion. Karuna Ras is derived from the poem My Mother. Apart from that, the poetic devices which is used in the poem through Alankara theory, it is Upama Alankara, Rupaka Alankara. Apart from that, the poet, by applying the Dhvani theory, we get to know the implied meaning and the suggested meaning. The poem reflects the profound love that the Rabindranath Tagore shares with his mother. Okay, it gives a wonderful essence wherein he compares his mother's love with the nature and the infinity. Okay, this is what my presentation is, and we made it as an innovative period plan into our curriculum at St. Anne's College of Education. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity.
Thank you, Kaisar Banu madam. And the next presenter is Vani, Dr. Vani. Kaisar Banu madam presented her presentation on Navarasas. So here Rasa Anubhuti, why we are missing that? It is because we are losing sensitivity. Am I correct? We are losing sensitivity, that's why that Anubhuti we are losing.
Kindly wait.
So again we need to revive,
Wait a second,
and we
wait a
need to be sensitized to our life process. Thank you for that, madam.
Sir, Dr.
Next, Vani madam.
Sir, after the Vani Garu, Dr. Patigna is waiting online.
Good evening to all. I am Vani, faculty from SCRT, along with my friends Dr. Vanuja and Dr. Sujata. I prepared my paper from ancient battlegrounds to modern warfare, the evolution of calorifier techniques. We have already known about from Tarun sir. Calorifier is considered is one of the most ancient martial art in Indian, particularly in Kerala, the fighting indigenous to the god's own country. It is popularly known as the mother of martial arts. The term calorifier is derived from two words. Kalarica meaning place of exercise or gymnasium, and Payatu meaning fight or exercise. Its history was organized in the 3rd century BC. The saint Parashurama, the 6th incarnation of Vishnu, said to be the founder of Kalarippayattu. My studies objectives are to explore Kalarippayattu martial arts in the concept of self-defense and to highlight evolution of Kalarippayattu from battleground to modern warfare. Methodology is data source based. The study incorporated review of related literature and secondary source data. The study incorporated books and websites and various information about the modern warfare of Kalarippayattu, documentaries, papers, videos of interviews. Types of Kalarippayattu is already explained by the Tarun sir. Maithari, body control exercises. Koltari, practice of wooden weapons. Ankatari, practice of metal weapons. Vermakai, bare hand fighting techniques. Kalarippayattu combines physical postures, asanas, breathing techniques, pranayama, and meditation, dhyana, with combat training. Its philosophy emphasizes discipline and self-control, harmony with nature, balance with coordination, mental focus and concentration, and spiritual development also. The techniques of Kalarippayattu are Marmam, Chivadu, Kadati, Urukku. Marmam means pressure points in the body used for healing and combat. Chivadu means footwork and movement patterns including. Kadati means forward and backward movements. Urukku, the circular movements. Thirinjikku, jumping movements. Next, Vadivu, strikes and blows including punches, muttu, kicks, kalam, elbow strikes, koltari, stick fighting techniques, vermakal, unarmed combat techniques. Next, styles of Kalarippayattu are 3 types of there: northern style, southern style, and central style. Next, advanced techniques of Kalarippayattu are Kalarippayattu combination of physical postures and combat techniques. Varmakalai, pressure point techniques for healthy and combat. Chandra Bindu, energy based technique for physical and mental balance. Prana flow, breath control and energy flow techniques. Marmam therapy, healing techniques using pressure points. Next, now we are going to know the training methods of Kalarippayattu. Kalari training, physical conditioning and combat training. Yoga and meditation, mental focus and physical balance. Partner training, sparing the combat drills with a partner. Padayani training, physical postures and movement patterns. Weapon training, training with traditional Kalarippayattu weapons. Next, let us know the steps in Kalarippayattu. Changing clothes, paying respect of salutations in the following way. Procedure of Vandanam. And weapons of Kalarippayattu are Koltari, wooden weapons. Those are long stick, Kelukkari, and Seruvadi, short.
Concluding.
Okay, sir. So, next we are going to know the benefits of Kalarippayattu. Improves the body strength and flexibility, which helps to fight and protect oneself. Improves the speed and reflex to core. Increase the concentration level. Once patience is improved, helps in surviving assault, enhances with immunity and keeps away from diseases, activates the physical and spiritual powers to the maximum. Sir, I can conclude this paper. Kalarippayattu is an ancient martial art. The Gurukul is the main ritualist of the colorified. The ultimate goal of colorified is union with the divine and consists of learning.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for that paper presentation. Now let us go for online one paper. We will take one online and one offline. Okay? Okay, sir. Kishore, sir. Could you please connect to
Dr.
him?
Pratigna Garu, kindly unmute your video, please. Yeah. Unmute and give a presentation, please. Kindly unmute your audio. Yes. Your voice is not audible. 1 second. Yeah. Your PPT is visible. One speak, please. Dr. Pratigna Garu, something.
Our geography subject. So the geography subject is that IKS is interrelated with the geography, as we know that the geography is the synthesis of all the subjects. For example, like from the economics, we read the economic geography. From political science, we read the political geography. So that's how the every subject has, every part of the subject will read in the geography perception. So if you look at the Indian knowledge, contribution of Indian knowledge system with the geography, so the in the geography we term like we call it as a Bhuvan Shastra. That is, Bhu itself is the earth and the Bhuvan itself is a round. So which is indicating that at the time of ancient Indian scholars of the earth's spherical shape, they have indicated at the long back ago, where other cultures that believe that the earth is the flat. So if you look at the today I want to discuss about the space and the time and the science and technology. So if you look at the time factor, so ancient Indian scholars the Yuga cycle, they have contributed for the Yuga cycle, which has been shown over here in this diagram. You can see now. You can see now this Yuga cycle, that is Krita Yuga, that is Satya Yuga, then Treta Yuga, Dwapar Yuga, Kali Yuga. You can see that the great divide years and the duration of the year. So 360 solar years is equal to 1 great divide year. So that's how the Yuga cycle and the time factor which has been mentioned in the Indian knowledge system. So if you look at here next to Yuga, so I mean time. So in the time usually they have it is varies with the sun matrix and solar matrix and the lunar matrix, and so in the sun matrix it has been mentioned that you can see that the Paramanu, which is the smallest unit and which is equal to the 26.3 microsecond, and the highest is Samvatra, that is 2 ayana, which is equal to the 31,104 kiloseconds, which is equal to the 1 year. This is the very smaller units of the time which has been mentioned in the Vedas, where in lunar matrix of time which has been mentioned by the Gargi Rishi during the Treta Yuga in Gargi Samhita, which is astrology and astronomy book, which has been in the lunar matrix. Even today also we use the Tithi, Paksha, Masa, Ritu, Ayanam and Varsha. So that's how most of the, you can see the very similar units of the time, that is Samvatsara, which is equal to 1 year, and the lunar matrix times also, which is equal to approximately 360 degrees, that is a human year. That's how they use it to calculate the time over there. So in ancient Hindu calendars, they used to say that the 360 days, that is human year, which is equal to the 1 year.
Excuse me, madam, kindly stick on for 3 minutes only.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yeah, please.
Yes, sir.
You
So that's how they have
go through the
contributed.
because time factor you please.
Okay, sir. So that's how the Indian knowledge system has contributed to the time factor. Then if you go for the space factor. So most of the solar eclipse and the lunar eclipse which have been identified by the Indian knowledge system. The earliest known of description of our planetary system, which is part of the solar system, that is Navagraha, which outlines in the 9 recognized celestial objects, that is Sun, Soma, Angaraka, and Brihaspati, Shukra, Shani, Rahu, Ketu, and out of which they are, Sun served to name the days of the week, and out of the 6, out of the 9 grahas, 6 we will today also we term them like week names. So, and we will worship today also we will worship like the Navagraha. You can see that Surya, Soma, Mangala, Buddha, Guru, Shukra, Shani, Rahu, and Ketu. So that's how the Indian knowledge system has been contributed to today's spatial system. And you can see that the solar eclipse, how the Indian knowledge system has been contributed is that. So at the time of battle war of the Mahabharata, at the time of Mahabharata war itself, the sage Vyasa has referred that the solar eclipse was formed during 16th day of Mahabharata, when Shweta, Shamana, and Diksha, these 3 grahas are respectively, they are on the one line, which has been mentioned in that particular time only, and which has been after that these 3 grahas have been recognized as the Uranus, Neptune, Pluto, and due to the computer simulation techniques, and they have found out that the interpretation is what we call Sveta, Shama, Tikshana, whenever they are in the one line only, that solar eclipse will take place. So this afterwards, later on, these photographic evidences also resembles with their names based on their colors. So that's how at that particular time, that means it is a period of the Mahabharata only, sage Vyasa has been identified these 3 grahas. So that's how they have contributed to the solar system also. And one another term is Dhumaketu, that is Dhuma meaning the smoke and Ketu meaning the flag. So this description also suggests a celestial entity with a fiery body like shadow and acting to modern comet. That means comets, the concept of comets have also been dated back in the Indian scholar system. So with this coming to the point of Vedic astrology and everything they have contributed. So I am coming to the part of how do the earth and ocean have been distributed. They have also contributed the distribution of the ocean as well as land, and they have mentioned the 21 rivers in the drainage pattern, which is also part of the geographical studies, and they have mentioned you can look at the picture, and they have mentioned the 7 rivers which are similar to the, because in the geographical study recent phenomena they have taken with the continental theory and the plate tectonic theory. We will explain the distribution of the continental oceans on the Earth's surface, wherein the Indian scholars have been mentioned at that particular time only how the distribution of the continental mass and the oceanic mass have been distributed all over the world in terms of the Jambudvipa. Because whenever we go to the temple, the priest will chant, you will take the name of the Jambudvipena Bharatavarsina. So that's how they have contributed the distribution of the entire ocean and the continents on the Earth's surface.
Madam,
So
kindly conclude, please. Kindly conclude.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. They have also contributed the direction and the orientation, which is a very crucial part in the geography. Because in the geography as well as the geographical information system, we say that because direction is and the navigation both are important in the geographical information system as well as navigation. As you see the recent technology of the global position system or the GPS or the Google Maps for that matter, so everything will be based on the direction issue. So that direction and that orientation have been given by the then Indian scholars. So that's how their contribution to the geography. So just I want to conclude that geography has a rich history in India with ancient India providing a foundation for the modern studies. Their insights in astronomy, mathematics and the natural science foundation for many geographical concepts. Integrating this wisdom into modern geography, enormous understanding of the earth and through the Indian knowledge system, the global knowledge system, and history celebrated their contribution. Thank you so much for giving this opportunity, sir. Thank you.
Excellent, Dr. Pratigna, madam. Sir, mic use sir, mic. Present.
प्रतिज्ञा जी,
Sir.
Title is Ancient Indian Knowledge in Space and Geography. This is we have very rich literature resources about space and geography in our Indian knowledge system. We have even when Western cultures didn't know the earth is round, then also our Indian textual literature said that Bhugola.
Yes.
And our timings also, time traveling, like that, everything we can find in Indian literature. Nice presentation. Keep going on research for explore Indian knowledge systems about your interested area. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Next presenter.
Any online presenter?
Any other ready for next?
Yeah, I sent one name, sir, Khaja or something. Kindly remove share screen, please. Yeah.
Susant Kaji.
Yeah. Kindly unmute, please. Yeah. Start presentation.
Next presenter, Susant Kaji.
Yeah.
Please continue. One request, please stick to the time, 3 minutes. We have to conclude in 3 minutes. Just focus on your findings and recommendations, that what you want to convey.
Sir, it is visible, sir.
Yeah, it is visible. Okay.
Kindly open your that PPT file, please.
Sorry, sir.
Kindly open your PPT. Just
Sir.
open the folder.
I already opened.
You open the folder only, but you are not open your PPT. Just click on PPT or go back again share. Kindly go back, close the share screen and again start share screen. Yeah. Now again you please share screen. Chandrasekhar Garu, are you ready to present? Dr. Chandrasekhar.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Now, sir, it's okay.
Yeah, now you need to click on PPT. Click on PPT.
Sir, done.
It's not open. You just open your folder only. Now you need to open your file, PPT file. Click on PPT. Don't worry, please read out the paper. That's better.
Sir, it's okay. No, it's visible, sir.
Your PPT is not visible. Your folder is visible. You need to click on. If you want to present, one thing you can do, please. You may in a group. Are you in group? You please send it to your.
Yes, sir. I'm in the group. Okay, I'm
Then you
sending
please
the
send it
group
to your
then, sir.
PPT in the group. We'll wait for one presentation. You please go for another presentation.
Yeah. B.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Srilata.
B. Srilata for face-to-face presentation.
Kindly remove your share screen, please. Close your
Sushant
share
Kaji, please wait for next presentation. We will resolve the issue. Just keep sharing the file. B. Srilata.
Good evening, Vanada. My study title is Science Process Skills, the origin of Indian knowledge system. Yes, Indian knowledge system is transmissions of knowledge from generation to generations. Especially we have to focus on the IKS, Indian knowledge system, emphasizing for the experiential learning as well as experimental. So my study for science process skills. What are the science process skills here? We have the observing skill, measuring skill, classifying skill. So these all the things comes under the origin of Indian rules. Especially we have to know these
the practice of related to for the science for agriculture, medicine. They have to conservations of the honors of Indians, especially for the Indians names, Vedic seeds like Aryabhatta, Bhaskaracharya, Charaka, Sushruta. These all things for the Vedic seers from. So my study incorporated for what are the incorporated for the experimentations, for the skills of honors of the practical applications. We all know that this great of Indian knowledge system emphasizing for the hands-on learning. The science especially for hands-on learning, problem solving, to prepare the students for the real world problems. Especially for the holistic development, right? Especially for we have to the arts and sports and extracurricular activities also to developing for the students is the all-round development skills. Especially they have to emphasizing for the critical thinking and the observations. So we are well known for that. I give one example for the observations of astronomy, especially for the giving the direct observations for that. What is that the students to developing for the skills for the observations and problem solving skills. Especially for we have to the science inquiry, the basis of learning and interconnecting for the science process skills here. So main of these things we have to include them for the applications, the hands-on learning experiences, especially for the laboratory. So in the Rasashala we are calling generally for Indian knowledge system for Rasashala. So this thing we have to emphasizing for the practical applications, like we have to improve for the students for they have to give it to error analysis, especially for the analysis of the data, this experimental design. These are the things we have to scientific with the reporting writing from, especially for the practical applications of the IKS. So generally we have to know the local calendar in the IKS. So this is the uses of the local, the calendars of the social cycles. We have to help the students to understanding for them what is the cycling patterns of the our nature, especially for the nature. So here the mile study for the research objective, you people have to understanding for the how to incorporate it for the science process skills for the origin of Indian knowledge system, as well as to we have to the great integrating for the science subject. So this is not for the new subject for the we have to know for the our Einstein peoples to how to believe for this the practical applications of the IKS.
Susan Kadivaru, ready.
Thank you, Anila.
Srilatari, your topic science process skills, origin of Indian knowledge system. Actually, the Indian knowledge system not only limited to textual literature, it have rich resources for scientific development. In ancient times, we can find Nagarjuna, Bhaskaracharya like that scientists. Okay, your presentation is very good. The next presentation online, Sushant Kaji. Please continue.
Yeah, share screening is going. Please start the presentation. Is it visible to you, madam? What happened, Sushant Kazu, madam? Kindly start presentation. Already I shared your PPT. You start just. Okay. Speak once. What happened? Something is wrong again. Audio. Nazar Garu. Audio is not. Nazar Garu. Audio judi ikkada audio. Yeah. Unmute your audio, please. 1 second. Undi. Look. 1 second. Yeah, unmute please.
Done, sir.
Yeah, now you please
Can
start.
you hear me, sir?
Yeah, now you start.
Okay.
Stick on for 3 minutes only.
Okay, sir. Okay. Good evening to all of you. My name is Suzette Kaji. My presentation topic is multidisciplinary approach to the Indian knowledge system in education. So, introductions. Before we touch the main point, I want to just a little bit talk about what is multidisciplinary approach. A multidisciplinary approach is a method, okay, that can combine knowledge and skills from multiple disciplines to address a subject or issues. It can be used in education, research, or other things also. For example, we'll take the curriculum. Multiple disciplines are used to study a topic, which can help studies develop critical skills, creativity, and problem solving skills. For example, multidisciplinary course might be taught by a team of instructors from different disciplines. Now we'll see the introductions of multidisciplinary. A multidisciplinary approach to the Indian knowledge system in education involves integrating of traditional wisdom and cultural heritage into modern educational practices. The approach can enrich the curriculum, can help students appreciate Indians' cultural heritage and prepare educators to meet the needs of diverse students. Even in the National Education Policy, that is in NEP 2020, emphasizes also multidisciplinary approach to IKS along with other initiatives and promotes Indian languages, arts, and cultures. Multidisciplinary approach with diverse subject matters can be seen in Indic traditions. Indic traditions means refer to knowledge systems and practice of India. And these disciplines are collectively known as Indian knowledge systems. A multidisciplinary approach to the Indian knowledge systems and education integrates various disciplines like to provide holistic understandings of India's rich cultural, philosophical, scientific, and artistic traditions. The Indian knowledge system is very vast, spanning the areas of subject, philosophy, language, science, mathematics, medicine, arts, architectures, literatures, and governance development over millennia. A multidisciplinary approach offers even a comprehensive view of how these different fields are interconnected. We'll see the key elements of multidisciplinary approach to IKS. First, we'll see science and mathematics. Ancient Indians' contributions like the concept of zero, algebraic, astronomy, and Ayurveda can be integrated even with the modern STEM educations. In this here, modern STEM education means and economics for science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. The second point is philosophy and ethics. The teachings of Indian philosophers such as Vedanta, Buddhism, Jainism can help students explore ethical questions. Environmental studies. Indigenous knowledge of agriculture, sustainable practice, and nature conservation from texts like British Luther can enrich environmental education. Language and literature. Traditional texts like the Vedas, Upanishads, epics like the Mahabharata and Ramayana. Even the classical literatures can be taught alongside with modern literature to provide insight into the evolutions of Indian thoughts, language, and cultures. Last point is arts, music, and aesthetics. The interpretation of classical Indian arts forms, including music, dance, and visual arts, allows for an enriched understanding of India's aesthetics traditions. Even in key points is wealth and health and well-being. The traditional Indian systems like Ayurveda and yoga can be incorporated. It is integrated to the health and physical education also, and promoting holistic approach to wellness. Technology and innovations also. Now, Indians' contributions to early advancements in metallurgy, architectures like temples designs, and engineering like water management systems like state wells can inspire modern innovations, and sustainable technologies. These are the different disciplines which is contributes to studies and understanding the IKS. Number one is philosophy and ethics. Indian philosophical traditions like Vedanta, Buddhism, Jainism, Sankhya offer deep understanding of metaphysical and ethical insight. When we say in multidisciplinary aspects, it is studying the ethical dimensions of IKS involves linking with physicals with modern disciplines like psychological, sociology, and environmental ethics. It also helps in understanding the morals frameworks embedded in ancient text. Now we'll see linguistics and literature.
Excuse me, madam. Just tell the bullet points and go for your gist of the presentation. Okay. Just tell the bullet points.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Please.
Now we'll say next disciplines, which is linguistics and literature. Classic texts. In classic texts like Sanskrit, Pali, Tamil, and Prakrit House. And when we will see in multidisciplinary aspects, combining this language, science and technology, environmental studies. Next, sir. Arts and aesthetics, which comes under Indian arts and mathematics, astronomy also. It's a subject which is contribute in to understand the IKS also, and mathematics and astronomy. This is the main contributions in like scholars Aryabhatta and Brahmagupta. Next, sir. Architecture and planning. These are the important cities like Mahendra and temple like temple architectures and water management. Sociology, anthropology. In sociology, anthropology comes caste, religions, and society. So here some of the proposed course structures under IKS. We'll see this comes under UG programs will study the following courses like semester 1, semester 2, semester 3. Next, sir. This is the importance of why we are integrates multidisciplinary to IKS. This is the benefits. Number one is cultural awareness and identity. And number two, innovating the thinkings of the students. And number three is global relevance. Means Indian knowledge system have a global impact. Last is holistic learning. Holistic learning is leading to holistic development, not just academic, technical, but in everywhere. Now we'll see in conclusions. In conclusions, a multidisciplinary approach to IKS in education enriches learnings, promotes innovative thinking, and bridges ancient and modern knowledge, making education more holistic, culturally relevant, and globally aware. In multidisciplinary, the knowledge under graduate course is designed to achieve a set of comprehensive learning outcomes, which equips students with a deep understanding of the diverse intellectual heritage of India. Approach to the Indian knowledge systems not only reveal the depth and breadth of India's intellectual heritage, but also provides valuable insight into solving contemporary global challenges. By integrating insight from various disciplines, the ancient wisdoms of India can be reinterpreted and applied to modern science, cultures, governance, and human well-being.
Thank you, Susan Kazi. Your research on your presentation on multidisciplinary nature of Indian knowledge systems. Your findings shows that Indian knowledge system not limited to any discipline. It is multidisciplinary and interdisciplinary, transdisciplinary. It is expanded in science, technology, engineering, mathematics, physics, physical science, and philosophy, nature, conservation, and sustainable development, whatnot. Everything is in Indian knowledge system. Thank you for presentation. The next part is presenter J. Madhaviji. Madhuriji. Please tell me.
Relevance of entrepreneurial skill development from Indian literature with reference to contemporary education. So we all know what is the skills. So these skills are very necessary in today's world because all the education that is happening around, either we can take engineering or education, anything, it is purely completely bookish knowledge, but there are no practical skills in the students. So here, the importance of entrepreneurship skills are very necessary to all the students in all spheres of life, either in their life or in their career. So here, after referring to so many texts in the literature, Indian literature, we find many references to which we find entrepreneurial skill development in students. So that is the reason I have taken this topic. And this paper here discusses only 4 major skills that are needed for an entrepreneur. So those are leadership skills, vocational skills, communication skills, and decision making skills. Apart from these 4, there are so many other skills also that are quite necessary for a student or for an entrepreneur. But here we will be confined to only 4 of these skills. So coming to the leadership skills, we all know the leader is a person who have all the qualities like perseverance or patience, who has self-control or empathy and all those qualities. So here all the Puranas, Itihasas and Upanishads, many Niti Shastras or Shatakas, Arthashastra, Subhashitas, they all emphasize on the qualities of a leader. So there is a long list of leaders according to our Itihasas and Puranas. Either it can be Krishna, Rama, Hanuman, Bhishma, Sugriva, all of these famous personalities show the characteristics of a leader who influence the others. And the persuasion and the motivation of these people are also great importance and a great motivation for all of us. So if we see a poem that is given in Bhartahari Shatakam, so Arambimparu Nicha Manavunu Vidyayasa Santostulai Arambinchi Paritadinchu, and it goes on. So basically the meaning of this poem says that those who think about the obstacles and do not attempt to do any work are considered low. Mediums are those who start with the desire to do something but give up when they face obstacles. In the middle, when starting a work, no matter how many obstacles are faced, the characteristic of a leader is to work towards the goal till the end. So such people are the best, and it should be the quality of the leader as per Bhartahari Shatakam. And coming to the next one, that is the vocational skills. So vocational skills are basically the practical skills, either it is technology or in the art. So we all know, like in Mahabharata, the reference goes like the vocational skills shown by all the Panch Pandavas when they are in exile. So we all know, like Yudhishthira has been, like he had worked as a statesman, and Bhima as a renowned cook, and Arjuna as a dancer, and Nakula and Sahadeva as the horse stable managers. All these are the vocational skills that had made them survive in the life when they were in exile. And coming to the next part, that is the decision making skills. So we all know many stories we have heard in Vikram Betal stories, or in Katha Sarita Sagar, or in Upanishads, or Brihadaranya Upanishad, Katha Upanishad, Prashna Upanishad. There are so many Upanishads and other texts which refer to the decision making skills of a student or a person in life. So there is a poem that says Krodhadvati Samoha Samohitatma Vibham, and that goes on. This is the poem that is taken from Bhagavad Gita, and this is from chapter 2, Shloka 63, which translates that like Krishna explains that the effects of anger on a person. So here anger leads to delusion, and then delusion transforms to confusion, which in turn results in the loss of reason. And from that on, there is a complete will. So we cannot take any decision when we are angry or in frustration. So Chanakya also has given many quotes on that. So all urgent, he also said about procrastination, that is postponement. One should not be postponing any urgent matters. So that leads to again an irrational and hurried decision making. And Ayurveda also tells about many qualities that should be taken, that approaches that should be taken whenever you are taking a decision. Sattvic ahar is better. Rajas and tamasic food cannot be taken. And then the last one is the communication skills. So we all know the Vedas are narrated, and there are Smriti and Shruti. So there is again a Pustaka Manusmriti comment that goes like, which is said by Gautama Vedadati. So Satyam Priyat Priyam Bhujana Priyat Satyam Priyam. So what is right? Say what is right, say what pleases, don't tell the truth in an unflattering way, but do not say that which is agreeable but not true. So this is the eternal law one should follow when we are communicating with others. And not only that, Taittiriya Upanishad, the famous quote which says Satyam Vardha Dharmam Chara, that says speak the truth, do your duty. So all these are defined in many Upanishads, and Mahabharata also says about Ashwamedha Mahayajna, which gives very directions about the communication here. And we all know the first journalist, Sanjay, the Bhagavad Gita starts with Sanjay Uvacha. So Bhagavan Uvacha, we say that. Uvacha means like he is saying that. So there are so many references which we can start with. So as the time is limited, I just want to conclude that all these skills are necessary for any student to develop or in his life as well as in the career. Thank you for the opportunity.
These skills are necessary not only for others, these skills are necessary for student teachers. Because of these modern days, we should not be job seekers. We should be job givers also. So people consider that as a teacher, we need to serve the society always. But whenever some challenging times comes, that time we should be in our own food. We should not be dependent upon others. So that's the reason COVID has shown best example that how teachers can be unemployed. That time what should be our livelihood. So as a teacher, educators, we need to give this kind of education to our student teachers. And of course, as a content developers, you can also put these insights into your academy content so that some development will happen. Thank you for the nice presentation, and thank you for giving this opportunity for us. I thank Professor Mrunali Madam. I thank Dr. Shankar sir. I thank Ravinath K. Murthy sir and all other my colleagues, scholar colleagues, Dr. Kishore, Dr. Lakshman, and other Madhuri, Srilata, Shekhar, for all your support. We are looking forward to collaborate with the institution. Of course, it is a homecoming, and it is a homecoming to give farewell to my teacher. Thank you for this honor. With this, we are closing the session for today.
Thank you, Shreya sir. Thank you very much. Thank you, sir. So tomorrow again we'll come back at sharp 9 o'clock. Thank you. Yes, sir. You can. Please. Take care.
Very good. Well done. Both of you. चलो
चार्जेस मांग रहे देने के
देना पड़ेगा मेरे ख्याल से एक बार उनसे पूछेंगे राजू से राजू का नंबर है ना
आपका भी नंबर सर
2014 में
आपका ही नंबर
टाइटल
किशोर सर आपका ही नंबर भी